Hello, my dear children. Very good morning. You're most welcome in class 11th accountancy. We were on the topic of adjustment with the financial statement. You have studied 5 adjustment in previous videos. That is uploaded on YouTube, and you can see, keep on watching the video. Again, before starting the fact of the financial statement, I would like to explain again what is the financial statement and what are the adjustments. According to the accounting principles, you know it very well. All the principles, the code, course of action, code and conduct adopted by the accountant for the development of accountancy, that is called accounting principles. And you know it very well, GAAP, General Accepted Accounting Principles. According to the fact, what are the accounting process, and you know it very well, every businessman or any enterprises just want to know the exact financial performance and financial position of the business. That's why the financial statement is prepared on accrual basis. Because of that, three bases are given in accounting: cash basis accounting, accrual basis accounting, and hybrid basis. But we have to explain the accrual basis of accounting. Means the relevant expenses or assets or other types of the activities taken into consideration in the organization or the enterprise, just related to the particular accounting period, are recorded, all the transactions, whether outstanding or prepaid, accrued income, unaccrued income, closing stock. Just the 5 adjustments have been explained for you. Now the 6 in previous video, these have been explained for the sake of you. In this video, next steps, just the again one of the depreciation adjustment. The meaning of adjustment, you know it very well. Whatever the transactions taken into considerations omitted to be recorded in the books of account, or wrong posting, wrong amount, and only one aspect, just debit and credit, such omitted to be recorded in the books of account, that is called adjustment. By while preparing the financial statement, these are the items adjusted. Then we can know the true profit or true loss of the organization. Now see here, depreciation. The next adjustment is depreciation. The meaning of depreciation, nothing to explain, you know it very well, but I would like to remind you just what is the meaning of depreciation. Depreciation in Hindi, that is called Hras. And now dear see, decreasement in the value of any assets. Now listen it carefully and try to observe whatever the explanation being given for the sake of you. Now dear children, decreasement in the value of any assets due to its regular use, constant use, that is called depreciation. Now, just I am going to quote the examples for the sake of you. Suppose that a little bit of motorcycle, just the examples. Suppose that yesterday you have purchased a motorcycle, the cost rupees 50,000. After regular using, at the end of the year, cost decreases, just the expectation, how much amount? Suppose that 5,000 or 2,000, 1,000. Expected value, just that decreases. So, in the next year, the cost of the motorcycle will be 49,000. That is the depreciation. So, accounting treatment of the depreciation in the books of account. Journal entry. This one is when the value less of any assets, it is lessened. That is the expenses. Depreciation account debit. Depreciation account debit to assets account. Maybe any assets to assets account. To assets account. That will be the journal entry for the depreciation. That will be the journal entry for the depreciation. This one is the accounting treatment for passing the journal entry. And in financial statement, what is the accounting treatment of this depreciation? In financial statement, you can find just this one is the expenses, so deducted from the profit. That's why this one is recorded in debit side of the profit and loss account. Remember, debit side of the profit and loss account. Suppose that the value decreases of any assets, so the profit will be lessened. Definitely, certainly, of course, just this will be deducted from the profit and loss account. It is recorded, it is shown in the profit and loss account on debit side. In balance sheet, where you go to know the exact financial position, just it will be the certain sum of amount, whatever the depreciation charged, just deducted from the assets in balance sheet, in assets column, and the value of assets shown after deducting the depreciation. This one is the accounting treatment. Is it clear? I think it will be clear for the sake of you. Again, just the next I would like to tell you just the bad debts. Bad debts. Bad debts are provision for doubtful debts. provision for doubtful debts. Hey, just now see, very important adjustment. This one is in by preparing the financial statement. When the any enterprise prepare the financial statement, just it makes the provisions, reserves. So first we have to know the exact difference. What is provision and what is reserve? Provision is made for the known liabilities. Now listen, a certain sum of amount set aside against the profit. Set aside against the profit for the known liabilities, that is called provision. That is called provision. And whether the certain sum of amount set aside against the profit for unknown liabilities, that is called reserves. That is called reserves. Means both the items are surplus for the organization, but provision is made for the known liabilities and reserves unknown liabilities. Means in future the enterprise can meet some natural calamities or other types of the happens in the organization. Now dear children, what is the accounting treatment? Suppose that the business not only depend on the cash transactions, just the credit transactions also takes place. In credit transactions, there are so many risks whether the amount can be repaid or not repaid. That's why the enterprise being allowed making the provision according to the accounting principles standard. It is mandatory in use, shape and size of the organization to create the provision against the debtors. When any enterprise sells its goods on credit, just the amount dues, they are called the debtors. Debtors means debtors refer such amount which may be received in future. So how, suppose that in trial balance, how the accounting treatment, the journal entries for such adjustment provision for doubtful debts account debit. Provision for doubtful debts account debit to debtors account. To debtors account. This is the journal entry. After that, it is transferred to the profit and loss account debit to provision for doubtful debts account. Now, two words here: the bad debts. The amount future. That is called bad debts. This one is the matter of dishonesty. A number of customers, just the organization sells the good, they can be or they may be dishonest, and whatever the amount that is irrecoverable in the future, that is called bad debts. And provision for doubtful debts may be happens in future. So the journal entry for this provision for doubtful debts account debit to debtors account. Clear? I think it will be clear for the sake of you. Now again I would like to tell you the accounting treatment in financial statement. Suppose that, and provision for discount also, because of that in business, my dear children, everyone wants to discount or provide the discount to promote the sales so that they could earn more and more profit in future. So bad debts, provision for doubtful debts is one of the mode how this one is the treated in financial statement. Suppose that, for example, I am going to give you in trial balance, debtors given 50,000. 50,000 debtors given. In debit column of the trial balance, suppose. And in additional information, whether the information given 5% create provision for doubtful debts, 5% on debtors. So then in profit and loss account you can see profit and loss account, PL account, and that is given. Suppose that in credit side, provision for doubtful debts given, provision for doubtful debts, in trial balance given, doubtful debts, that is 500, and in trial balance bad debts given, bad debts given 1,000. These are the information in trial balance, and in additional information that is given, the organization has to create the provision on debtors 5%, provision for doubtful debts. What is the accounting treatment? In profit and loss account, just you can show two bad debts. This one is the amount called bad debts. Bad debts that is already given in trial balance 1,000. Again on 50,000, just the creation of provision for doubtful debts, 5 upon 100 is equal to 2,500. So it will be added in bad debts. Then add provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts. That is calculated 2,550, 1,000 into 5 upon 100 plus 2,500, 3,500 less, because of that in credit column of the trial balance the provision for doubtful debts already given, so less old reserve, less old reserve minus 500 already given equal to 3,000. 3,000 amount will be as bad debts. 3,000 amount will be bad debt. And in balance sheet, suppose that in balance sheet assets column, balance sheet it will be shown, balance sheet it will be shown, this one is the profit and loss account, this one is the balance sheet. Debtors given in trial balance 50,000 less provision, new provision, less provision minus 2,500 equal to 47,500. 47,500 will be the value of debtors in balance sheet. It will be shown in the balance sheet. Remember, this is the process of accounting treatment in profit and loss account and balance sheet of whether the in additional information that is given bad debts and provision for doubtful debts is given. Again, I would like to explain through the questions, practical questions are given. Keep on watching and try to dissolve the fact. Try to know the exact steps involving how to calculate the provision for doubtful debts. Thank you very much.